Hi, my name is Dirk Kraus. I am the owner and founder of Piano and Guitar Institute. Here at Piano and Guitar Institute, we have a variety of piano programs, all geared towards having fun and teaching students to learn to read music. We do start piano lessons at age 3. Not the teachers, they're not 3 years old. The students are 3 years old. So we call that our preschool piano program. We also obviously teach school-age kids. And of course, we have programs for adults. Before I get there, though, I do want to talk a little bit about how we teach students to read music. We teach students to read music intervallically. And what that means really is that they're not going to get bogged down trying to remember all of their note names. There's a bunch of notes on the piano, and there's just too many to memorize. So we teach students to read music focusing on the shapes. They learn to read music linearly. In other words, they look at where they're going and where they came from. They don't worry about the name of the note. What they worry about is the shape. They worry about where they're going, and that is called intervallic reading. We use the Alfred's Basic Piano Library for our curriculum. All of the teachers use the same books, so we all teach exactly the same way. But this curriculum allows all of us to teach students to read and what's called intervallic reading. It's a much more efficient way of reading music. It allows students to be much better sight readers. And most importantly, it makes it so much more fun. When a student thinks something is hard, they are not going to practice it. So this intervallic reading allows for things to be very, very easy. For those of you that have some piano experience in your background, please don't worry. We will not ask you to unlearn anything. We will add to your toolbox by showing you how to read intervallically. It is a much more efficient and, quite frankly, an easier way of reading. Just like when you read a book, you see a word, you don't see individual letters. Some people even see an entire sentence or an entire paragraph when they're reading a book. That is how we will teach you to read the notes on your music. All right, let's get started with the preschoolers. Now, these guys, if you have a preschooler in your house, you might know that their attention span is, what happened? What? Oh, yeah, their attention span is short. So we have incorporated lots of games, lots of activities, lots of coloring pages, as well as lots of reading music and learning to play the piano. So, Mom, Dad, we are going to need your help with these preschoolers and their virtual lessons. Things like marking on the music will maybe need to be done by you, but we also have lots of games that require a second person. So that's really where you're going to be helping us out with these virtual lessons for the preschoolers, is when we get to one of the games that we need to play, you're going to have to be the other person. And it's a blast. Seriously, sit down and have an absolute blast. And you know what? A lot of the parents that are doing our virtual lessons with their toddlers right now are learning to play the piano just because they're there. So kind of an offshoot of this, of helping your little one learn to read music, you will also learn to read music. All right, school-age kids, our program for you, kind of the same idea. We teach you to learn to read intervallically. We like to have fun, so we'll make sure that you have fun. We use Alfred's Basic Piano Library, a set of 5 books, to make sure that you get lots of super fun songs. You learn to read music the right way. And of course, anytime, any level that you want to add a fun song that you like, maybe it's a Disney song, maybe it's a rock and roll song, any level, all you got to do is ask your teacher, say, hey, can I play some rock and roll? Can I play some classical? I want to do jazz. Mom was listening to jazz the other day and I want to play it. We got it. We will teach it. We will make sure it gets incorporated into your lesson. And then adults. We have lots of adult students. Lots. Many are beginners, complete and total beginners. We have some that have music in their past, as far as they have a music degree from colleges, yet they are back now later in life, and they want to kind of just hone their skills and keep playing and get better. You can always get better. Okay, and let me remind you, especially in the adult students, that if you have piano in your background or music reading in your background and you don't understand what this intervallic thing is, don't worry. We are not going to ask you to unlearn anything. We're just going to make sure that you understand how to do things intervallically, and you can incorporate that into your toolbox and use it to read the music that you want to play. One of the things that students are going to have to do in order to get better is to practice. Yes, we need to practice. Everybody needs to practice to get better. Here at Piano and Guitar Institute, we ask that students practice a quality, shorter practice 5 days a week versus a longer, not so quality practice all in one day. What's going to happen is a little bit goes a long way. Every day that you practice just a little bit, a little more is retained. So we ask that students practice their assignment. We will give a very specific assignment, and you just play through those songs a couple of times, and then you move on with your day. Go clean your room, go eat your vegetables, whatever you need to do. Okay, so practice a little bit 5 days a week. Everybody gets a weekend instead of all day on Sunday. Okay, nobody wants to sit at the piano for 9 hours anyways. Come on, be real. Also, when you practice, it is imperative that you count out loud. Can you count to 4? I'm sure you can. Can you say the word and? Of course you can. You can now count out loud. It is not that hard. Everybody does it. So we do need to count out loud. So many benefits with counting out loud. It allows you to stay focused on your music. It allows you to look down at your hands, whether it's piano or guitar, and back up at the music. You know right where you are. It allows you to, oh yeah, play in the right rhythm. Nobody wants to try to sing along if you're not playing the right rhythm. It trains your ear, it trains your voice. So many benefits from counting out loud. So, a little bit of practice, 5 days a week, counting out loud, will allow you to come prepared to your lessons. And trust me when I say this, coming prepared, your lesson is going to be way more fun. Okay, you'll get through more music. You might even get a second, a third, or even a fourth song that you've been dying to play. If you choose not to practice, that is fine. But just remember, you are still going to have to play those songs that were assigned. So you tell me, do you think lesson is going to be a little harder or a little easier if you choose not to practice? So make life fun for yourself. Practice a little bit 5 days a week while counting out loud, and lesson is going to be so much fun. We'll get so much new music. We will fly through these levels and get you to playing the piano or the guitar to the best of your ability. Here at Piano and Guitar Institute, our motto is music is fun and fundamental to learning. The emphasis there is on fun. Wait till you'll see our performances. We have 5 performances throughout the course of the year. Of course, they're all virtual. So we have a beach party in July. You will get a song that you will learn with your teacher. You'll perform it. You'll record it. You'll send it to us. We will put it up on our virtual performance room on the website. Then, after school starts, we will give you a blues tune for our back to school blues. You'll record it. You'll send it to us, and we'll put it on the website. And then the month of October comes and we will do our costume party. You'll record it. You get the idea. Then the winter holidays, we will make sure you get the appropriate music for your winter holiday celebration, and you will record it and send it to us. We will get it up on the virtual performance hall as well. Then finally, the big one, the actual recital in June. This one we will ask you to memorize, and of course we will record it and get it up on our website. Those are our performances that I mentioned. They're all fun. They are all super high energy. The teachers will also play and put stuff up in our virtual performance halls, so make sure you keep an eye out for all of those. Here at Piano and Guitar Institute, we are open year-round. We do not do semesters. We do not do quarters or sessions or anything like that. What we do is we do one lesson a week that is 30 minutes long, and we just keep going. Music is not a seasonal sport. However, we are closed a couple of weeks throughout the course of the year, just like any other educational institution. For example, around the holidays in December, we are closed for a couple of weeks so you can spend time with your families. Thanksgiving, we are closed. 4th of July, we are closed for that entire week. the Memorial Day and Labor Day 3-day weekends that bookend the summer. We are closed for those Mondays, as well as every March we will be closed for a spring break. So when we are closed, you do not pay for those lessons. You do not need to make those lessons up. They are taken into account. Okay, so when we are closed, please go have fun with your family, go have fun with your friends, and then we will see you at the next lesson. That brings up, though, what happens if you miss a lesson due to illness? Maybe you're going on a vacation that doesn't fall on one of the planned closures of Piano and Guitar Institute. By all means, if you miss a lesson, if you're not feeling well, if something is going on and you want to go hang out with your buddies, by all means, go, have fun. If you're ill, please get better. But if you do need to miss a lesson, please let your teacher know. The best way is via email. But let the teacher know so that we can use that time slot for another student. And we, of course, will reschedule the missed lesson. If you miss a lesson and we get prior notice, we, of course, will reschedule that lesson to another time, another week, hopefully when everybody's feeling better or we are a little less busy. This is our fee schedule here at Piano and Guitar Institute. We charge a flat monthly tuition, and it is based on 47 lessons throughout the year. So from whenever you start to 1 year later, you will receive 47 lessons. And that, of course, does take into account for planned closures around holiday breaks, so on and so forth. This does allow, though, for a much easier budgeting on everybody's end. You know exactly what your tuition rate will be every month. It doesn't matter whether you get 4 lessons or 5 lessons, your tuition rate will remain the same. Tuition is due on the 1st of each month. We do charge a late fee if it's not paid. So if you cannot make your payment on the 1st, please just communicate. Talk to us. We are not here to charge late fees. We're not here to collect late fees. We are here to have fun teaching piano and guitar. So if for some reason, maybe the car's in the shop and you just need to pay us on the 5th, that's fine. Another thing that might affect you getting your tuition payment on the 1st is some families have unique paydays in their household. That is fine. Communicate that with us and we will make the necessary arrangements. The key here is communication. Fees need to be paid whether you are in attendance at your lesson or not. People get sick. You want to take a vacation. We understand that. If you are going to miss a lesson, please let us know. As long as we get advance notice, we of course will reschedule the missed lesson. You will get every lesson you pay for as long as we get advance notice. Ideally, that advance notice will be 24 hours. However, kids get sick. You wake up not feeling so well. By all means, maybe the boss calls you in for a late work meeting, last minute. Who knows? Just let us know. Let us know as soon as you know, and we will, of course, reschedule any missed lessons as long as we get advance notice. For a full list of all of our fees, please see the tuition rates listed below. So, whether you're young, old, or in between, whether you want to do piano, guitar, maybe both, we would love to have you at Piano and Guitar Institute. Whether you are a veteran piano player, veteran guitar player, maybe you are a complete beginner and don't know the difference between piano and guitar, we would love to have you join us here at Piano and Guitar Institute. This does conclude our virtual orientation for our virtual lessons. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you all very soon. Your next step, please fill out the form below and we will contact you as soon as we possibly can. Thanks again.